Welcome to Gear Haven. This is a gentle fantasy story from the world of the Detective Glint, where mysteries are solved with kindness instead of fear. Find a comfortable place to rest and let the lantern light guide you. Fog over Copper Row. The fog arrived on Copper Row before anyone expected it. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. It simply appeared. Thin at first, then lingering longer than it usually did. Shopkeepers noticed it early in the morning. Lantern light softened instead of sharpening. Footsteps sounded closer than they should have. Voices did not travel far, as if the air itself had decided to listen more closely. Copper Row was still open, still moving, but slower. Detective Glint walked the street just after sunrise, lantern unlit at his side. The fog curled politely around his boots, never rising higher than his waist, never thick enough to hide the shops entirely. It did not feel threatening. It felt hesitant. "I like it quieter," the fog admitted when Glint paused beneath a sign that creaked gently in the damp air. "But I don't mean to close anything." Glint listened without answering. As the morning passed, customers arrived anyway. They moved more carefully. Conversations became softer. Some people lingered longer than usual, as if the fog had given them permission to slow down. Others hesitated at the edge of the street, unsure. By midday, concern began to surface. A shopkeeper leaned out of their doorway. "It's still here?" they said. "Does that mean it's staying?" Glint rested his hand on the lantern post beside them. "Not everything that stays has decided to remain," he said gently. That evening the fog thickened slightly. Lanterns glowed wider halos. Copper Row felt wrapped rather than hidden. The street listened. "I forget when to leave," the fog confessed quietly. "When it's peaceful like this." Glint nodded. "Peace still needs rhythm," he replied. They spoke of mornings, of evenings, of letting light return before rest arrived again. The fog hesitated, then settled into the idea. The next morning, Copper Row woke bright and clear. Shopkeepers smiled in relief. Signs gleamed. Windows reflected the sun without distortion. But when dusk arrived, the fog returned, thinner now, respectful of the light. Days passed. The street adjusted naturally. People learned the rhythm. Morning clarity, evening softness. No one complained. When Glint returned one last time, the fog drifted calmly along the cobblestones, never pressing, never clinging. "I know when to go now," it said. Glint smiled faintly. Later in his casebook he wrote, "Balance listens to both sides." Copper Row remained just as it was meant to be, open, softened, and gently awake. Thank you for spending this time in Gear Haven. If you enjoyed this gentle mystery, you'll find more stories waiting in the playlist. Until next time, keep your lantern close and rest well.